All right, sup everyone, it's Boss here with Zed, and today I want to respond to MainMan's Lee brain rot video. I know it's a bit passé by now, but I am a Lee main, and well, I do commentary better when I have somebody to talk to. So, I have seen this once before. I kind of forgot a lot about it, but Zed's viewing it for the first time, so he's gonna be your stand-in again.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's do this quickly. Oh, see, he has an intro. I should get an intro. Let's
It's a good intro.
How do you improve
why'd you
playing
skip it?
Lee?
Oh, well.
Or who do you recommend should I try to play? With Lee, I would be very careful of becoming one of these Tekken 8 Lees I see all the time.
Oh shit, is he gonna talk about your hidden tech that you discovered for Lee?
I doubt it. It's a really big brain move, and you have to be like IQ 6 trillion. Like Dr. Manhattan basically wouldn't be able to figure it out.
Alright, well, we'll see what's happening.
Where I'm just like, I don't even recognize the character or how they play, and it's due to, oh, Tekken 8 is an offensive game. Press buttons. I like buttons.
Okay, everyone has been yelling and repeating that ever since it released. To some extent it's true, but people are way overblowing that shit.
No, I don't think they're overblowing it. I think it's completely true, but because you're looking at it from the perspective of so you're what right now, Tekken King?
Yeah, I'm Tekken King. I haven't played ranked since I reached Tekken King.
But you were in Tekken God
In Tekken 7, yes.
Tekken 7, yeah. But so that's what like 0.1% of the playing population. And it definitely, like, you have to, the game design has to, like, not accommodate, but, you know, the game should be oriented for the most part for the vast majority of the players. Yeah, when you reach the highest ranks, you can't really just push buttons because you'll get punished for it. But the game theory changes based on what rank you are, because, like, okay, if you keep getting better and better, you'll get to the point where that shit won't apply anymore. But the vast majority of players won't.
Yeah, but isn't that like what they did in Tekken 7 as well? Like at low ranks, they don't defend; they just want to press buttons. I mean, you've experienced this more recently than me. People just want to press buttons when they when they get hit.
Yes, but it compared to Tekken 8, it was a little bit more difficult to do that. Because,
okay, it was, especially at the beginning of Tekken 8 when Heat Burst gave you way too much plus frames that you could just get a free mix-up whenever.
Yeah, you can get a free mix-up for a lot of characters in Tekken 8, which is something I really dislike, is that you can get a free mix-up basically whenever you choose to. So whenever it's your turn, for a lot of characters, you can just get a free mix-up.
Yeah,
and
that is true. That is true. That is true.
That incentivizes just pressing buttons because, like, think about, for example, what was her name? June.
Yeah, June.
June has a few strings that immediately lead into mix-ups, which, okay, if you study her game plan, you'll be able to defend against. But, okay, most people won't. Or won't in the capacity where they can react to any of her ideas, because she has a lot of bullshit that she can throw at you.
Yeah, okay, so
will.
I will concede that. At the beginning, definitely more characters had this. Some characters even still have it. I mean, Lars still gets a free fucking mix-up from that fucking full screen...
yeah, from 6
full
kilometers
screen homing attack. Just he can get into position whenever to do it because he's just
think about like today I played a few matches. Okay, I hadn't played for like a month or more, and I had the luck of playing against a Tekken God Supreme Dragonov and Tekken King Fang, and like, okay, whatever. But the thing about those characters is, like, they'll just keep pressing shit.
Yeah,
like,
Dragunov, fortunately, Dragunov is still kind of sadly simple compared to what he was. At least his running 2 is not nearly as bullshit anymore, because you can challenge that now. You can challenge or you can step, or he doesn't get free shit for that anymore. not
Yeah, but
complete.
he still has a bunch of other strings that he can
He does.
use and abuse, where he can just like spam out attacks constantly, and he wants to spam out attacks constantly because when he's on the defensive, it's not that. In like complete contrast to Fang, who wants to spam out bullshit all the time, but he also doesn't have to because he can just fucking, fuck you up on the defense as well and launch you for complete nonsense and put you in a 50-50 when he's in heat whenever he feels like it. So it's like, okay, now it's time for you to be in a mix-up.
Fortunately, they also nerfed that ground pound that reaches nearly full screen too, so it's a lot easier to whiff now. So it's been getting fixed. Some characters still have bullshit, but it is doing better. It's not where I want it to be yet, but it's doing better.
It is. I agree with that, but I still agree with what MainMan said here, that where Tekken is just eight at least is mostly about pushing buttons, which is, I guess, makes sense because it appeals to the lowest common denominator, because pushing buttons is fun.
Yeah. I'm turning this into EFAP, and we've only just begun, so
yeah.
Let's continue.
Offensive game, press buttons. I like buttons. And he has this new 50-50 utility, so they just go, woo, 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 woo. I see this, no shit, all the time.
I see no forward 2-1.
Yeah, looks like he hasn't discovered your OP tech. Here's the thing, like, gut reaction, obviously I want to disagree with him because I'm an elitist.
Yeah.
I've played against a league who basically played like this, so... At, what was it, Tekken King or Tekken Emperor? He basically played kind of like this. There was a sequence where he was mostly using running 3-4, 1+2, the homing, and back 3-3. Yeah, that's... I see what MainMan was talking about. But goddamn, the running 3-4, he used it so much. Like, I might show you this later, or maybe I'll just show the audience. But he was doing it so much, and it actually worked for him in the first set.
Oh yeah, because it's the no mix-up. You just keep thinking he won't do it again.
That's the thing. That's the thing. At one point during the first set, I even said, like, alright, I'm just never gonna duck. I'm just never gonna duck. I say that and I duck. God damn, he loves that so much. I pretty much instantly I ducked and I got floor broke.
Did you know this? Like the no mix-up is actually like deeply. I saw this one stupid like clip where it was like the challenge is you're blindfolded, and it's against like two guys, and they hold like those straw, not straw, foam bats, and the challenge is when you're defending. There's three places they can hit you: your head, your torso, or your groin. And you have to try without seeing where the opponent will hit you, try to defend it. And one guy kept trying to mix it up, like hitting head, stomach, then head, or head, groin, stomach, or whatever. And he kept getting fucked up by the other guy who kept doing one thing. He just kept hitting him in the groin. And he kept trying to defend. Okay, he hit me in the groin. Maybe next time he'll hit me in the torso. He tried defending on the torso. Definitely not going to repeat the hit on the groin. He still does it, and he keeps doing that through multiple sets and keeps winning by just changing. Okay, now I'll hit him 3 times in the head, and he keeps falling for the no mix-up. So the no mix-up is like a...
Well, I mean, that's Gambler's Palace, isn't it? All right, well, he hit me in the groin 3 times. There's no way he'll hit me in the groin again.
Yeah.
That is actually a lot of game theory again. There's a video in that about Tekken. Here's a little preview. On low ranks, the 2-1 mix-up is king. You hit him low twice and then you go for the mid.
No, the forward 2-1 you mean?
No, I mean you do 2 mid or 2 low and then switch it to the other one.
Yeah.
That on low ranks that always works. Like okay, they didn't react to the first low, and then he does it again. Okay, well they're gonna definitely react to the third one. And I mean he did it twice. Surely he's gonna do it again. Nope, this time it's a mid. I don't know why it really works in low ranks.
I think sometimes some of those things also work in higher ranks.
Oh,
and
I
the
mean,
way
definitely. It's just that mind games
Yeah.
are a bit more
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah.
But I've seen players, including Mirio, just kill a guy with back 3-3 because on high ranks you don't expect. No, there's no way he's just gonna do nothing but that. But occasionally it works.
I mean, we've made videos of like remember that when I was playing with Jin,
Oh
that
yeah.
I was just using
We
forgot
will rock
which
you
was-
strategy.
Yeah, yeah.
I might have a clips here. I'll use it here if I have it still.
Okay. Yeah, let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
And I almost wanna puke. So yeah, if you wanna master Lee, master Tekken 7 Lee, and then get bothered with Tekken 8 Lee. So what is Tekken 7 Lee? Falling back, understanding spacing and timing. That's how you used to play. Spacing, timing. I think you're going to press now. Kablam. I have better timing than you. I think you're gonna run into me now. Kablam. I have better timing than you.
So basically, just
How do I
play
space some-
first play Steve now in Tekken 8, and then go back to Lee. Because for Steve, you still need timing, or else you have nothing, basically.
That is true, definitely. You still definitely need it with Lee, because, well, I'll show why, because this thing doesn't work. It stops working pretty quickly. Lee, brain rot. MainMan was 100% right. Unfortunately, I want to comment here on the back 4. It used to be godlike in Tekken 7. The tracking is butchered in Tekken 8.
Is that like the overhead?
Yeah,
kick
that's
thing?
the
Yeah.
overhead counter hit
Yeah.
kick.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
In Tekken 7, it used to track decently well if you go into Hitman stance from it, for some reason. Now it doesn't. It's basically linear unless they press, which just extends your hurt box, to be fatter than Bob, figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
yeah, you can't use it to mix up the side steps anymore, which is a bit sad. So it's not nearly as good as it used to be. It's still a pretty good keep out. If you have great timing, you're gonna destroy people who with Mishimas just do FF2. Because it's definitely gonna catch them, it's gonna launch them, and you're gonna do 1 billion damage.
Back 4. What can I do afterwards? What are my options in terms of keep out? What can I do? Oh, someone's playing very aggressively against me. How do I shut that down? What can I do with down for 2? And what can I do with my completely unique 11 frame countered launcher?
Yeah, Lee has is the only one who still has a magic 4, which I'm happy about. It definitely needs to be used more, especially because you can hit confirm it. If you go 4-3 now, you can hit confirm the final 4 and launch them. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the DF2 goes under jabs. That's really good. He definitely still has a lot of those tools. But yeah, let's keep going and hear what he says.
How do I make sure people never feel safe pressing into me? If someone's minus 10,
Forward to 1.
can I do this? Am I good enough to get this like 70% of the time?
Or are you in heat, I guess, because yeah, you can just mash that out in heat now.
They really didn't think about like the naming, really. Never mind.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, or you're in heat, you know. It's like if you're horny enough, you'll hit it every time because you're.
I mean, there's an argument to be made.
Yeah, there is.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I do get a bit of a stiffy when I hit.
Yeah,
acid
so you get into heat. It's a heat engager.
Yeah, it's a meta heat engager.
Yeah.
But in heat you just mash it out and it doesn't matter. With Lee, basically, Lee, even with all the changes, with all the good changes even, he's been playing Tekken 7 in Tekken 8 for the most part. Because
no, you can play Tekken 7 in Tekken 8, but I think the point MainMan will make is that the brain rot.
No, what I mean though is a lot of characters got some really stupid stuff in Heat. I mean, we've seen like all the Heat smashes and scrub smashes that people were using, all the free plus frames that you can just get whenever.
Yeah.
You know, it's been sorted out a bit now, but it's still there. Lee didn't get anything in Heat other than consistency, and that's like, oh, little baby can do just frames. Here, let me help you with that. So he doesn't really change that much. His Heat smash is also pretty garbage. Like, it's super slow. Even when Heat burst was very plus, he couldn't just hit that by mashing it out because it's so slow. It does minuscule damage unless you get a wall break or a wall explosion, and you get launched if they block it. But some characters, Kazuya only is -14. Paul's is like -12, I think, which is absurd to me. I mean, I know it's like kind of like a substitute for Demo Man that you can only use once, but a Demo Man doesn't take you off the ground unless it's point blank. So it's really stupid to me that that thing is -12. I've lost a match because I didn't know it was -12. I went launch, okay, it doesn't work. 14, what? 14 doesn't work? And it's stupid. Man, I really didn't mean to turn this into EFAP, but I guess we just like talking about all sorts of stuff while reacting.
I'm not sure if we can make a short video. I think that would be a nice challenge, but let's go.
Yeah.
Let's try and go through this video.
Yeah.
I'm not granted, right?
Say, did you notice that Cloud is animated? No, I'm kidding.
But you should be able to do this. This should be like almost like breathing to you. Make sure you can do that.
I mean, almost
I got to
breathing
Tekken
is a bit too much, because if breathing was as difficult as that, I don't think we'd have as many people alive.
Maybe there's an argument to be made there. Maybe breathing should be that difficult.
Yeah, but breathing is like you have to do a just frame each time, or else it doesn't get into your blood correctly and you just die.
Here's the thing, though. From Bushin to Tekken King, I didn't land that once. I tried every time something was punishable. I tried that, I missed it, and I still got to Tekken King.
Hey, from red ranks, I just used forward 2-1, so.
Understanding spacing. Confirm a whiff. What do you do then? Acid Storm, right? Are you doing the correct combos? Make sure you're doing the proper combos.
Okay, well, that's, I mean, true for every character.
It is, with Lee, you really do need it, because he can do stupid damage with good combos. They are very droppable, though. They are very droppable.
Yeah.
Which, I guess, maybe is part of the reason why people default to the brain rot.
Mm.
Block a low. What do I have? Well, I have a 14 frame launcher. If this chooses to connect.
Well, it connects every single time now, and yeah, I already talked about this, or we talked about it. I'm actually not too happy with that change, considering what he lost, but...
Well, let's talk about it again. For
let's talk about it again. So, never mind.
Right? It's a bit RNG. Once you've mastered this, and do that first, because this is the foundation of the character, and always has been. Or other utility you have. Oh, you're pressing into me? Super evasive low. And again, if you have a timing, I'm so bad at Lee. Okay, got it.
It doesn't really matter if you're good or bad with Lee, you're still gonna be missing that pickup. Just, it is like just muscle memory, but connection can screw you over because you're constantly looking for visual aids to help you time that.
It's okay. In Tekken 9, it will just be one button.
Oh, I'm. Oh, please don't. No, please fucking don't. I'm.
In Tekken 10, you'll just see a video, basically.
I actually read that Harada said Tekken 9 will be his last game. So who knows what will be in Tekken 10 after that.
Just like Hayao Miyazaki made his last movie recently. Sure,
But
that's gonna stick.
he is correct about this. You do need the foundation still, because when I reached the Tekken King...
Just like FromSoft was like, okay, Dark Souls 3 is the last Dark Souls. Our next game, Souls Dark.
Oh man, I should start streaming Elden Ring. Yeah, when I reached Tekken King, there was a time where I got pretty lazy, and I was just losing. I went on my first ever lose streak, playing the Lazy Lee and not relying on the foundations, and yeah, until I ironed that out, until I got it out of my system, I was just losing constantly, and I was raging all the time.
Let's get to the brain rot. I want to see the brain rot.
Okay, let's get to the brain rot.
Right? Or super strong power crush, right? That you can flowchart. Or this one. Master that. Master that, and force yourself to block all the time, even if you're uncomfortable.
You know what you can do, because you'll have a lot of material here, and probably cut this out. Just add, like, at points we see where we're just rambling, just splice in. Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Feels
Yeah,
bad.
don't make this a 40-minute video. I don't think people want another 40 minutes.
Yeah, I was actually gonna show the match with the Lee Brain Rot, but maybe I'll just do short clips from it to illustrate the point.
Yeah.
My penis. Even if it feels bad, right? Do it. Take losses if you have to, but learn to fucking play that Lee. And once you're at a 50% win rate or higher,
75's humble brag.
What? Oh.
now start doing the fucking Tekken 8 bullshit. Dude,
I mean, that got me all the way to blue easily. I even killed a few people exclusively with slides in one round. Like nothing but slides. They just wouldn't get up.
Yeah, I killed people with just forward 2-1s. A lot of people.
Yeah, but the slide, like, they're on the ground, get counter hit, slide, and then wake up kick, counter hit again, slide again, and they just don't get up
Yeah,
or
I think
block
I did
properly.
also like slide loops as well. They're kind of funny to do.
this shit. And go for your brain dead 50-50 mix-ups, right? And you can start playing more aggressively. When you combine those two...
Aggressively.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna wonder how I can just Lee up to be aggressive Lee, but yeah, it's still kind of lackluster, isn't it?
Yeah.
When's the next battle pass coming out? I want to have a cube this time. I need a cube for my Lee.
Oh, battle passes exist. Yeah. Why did you remind me? That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
well, congrats. Now you have an A+ efficiency Tekken 8 Lee. Very strong, very all-round.
Where's the brain rot?
I guess it was the one little thing at the beginning he was mentioning, and I guess, yeah, I'm just gonna have to show it to you so you'll see it. But yeah,
I want to see the brain rot.
Too many
on,
Lees now who have brain rot, and they're even legacy players. But I see this brain rot with Xiaoyu players as well. They fully commit and double down on the Tekken 8 bullshit. And they get tunnel vision. And they forget what their character once was.
he wasn't even doing the brain rot properly there, although he did do a solid impression of it, I suppose.
what they sound like when they're doing it? Or,
Yeah, I assume. Maybe if we finally get voice chat in Tekken 8, we can confirm this. Or, you know,
I
start
was
World War 3, one or the other.
I was watching The Boys recently, season 4, and in this is not a spoiler, guys. Don't worry. Um, in one of the episodes, one character finds another character because they wanted to speak, but it was difficult to get, in touch. They find them online while playing a game, and they're talking over voice chat. And they're actually, but the funny part was that the voice chat was in a fighting game, and I just found that completely jarring because, like, you never have voice chat in fighting games for a good reason.
Well, I mean, Mortal
Like,
Kombat, that's the
Mortal-
counter-argument.
Mortal Kombat had voice chat in seriously.
Yeah, the latest one has voice chat. You get a lot of. You can even look it up. But there's a guy who made a compilation of scrub quotes that people just yell at each other during the game, like
Oh my
losing
God.
and being like, "Oh, you're so trash, man! You're so trash. That's why I'm losing to you because you're trash. Look at you, you're trash." And you're saying all sorts of profanities.
The person who decided to put voice chat oh, I'm getting a call on my phone. In fighting games is evil, and I just like salute that decision. That's just somebody who loves chaos and anarchy. Fighting games is a decision like that can only be made by somebody who likes to see, discord, chaos. That's hilarious. I love that decision.
I mean, Mortal Kombat is already pretty bad. I can't imagine what voice
Tekken.
chat in Tekken would be like.
In Tekken, it would be like chef's kiss.
And Mortal Kombat is definitely full of more scrubs and casuals who are prone to doing it's way more mainstream than Tekken because it's way easier to play. But in Tekken, man, the toxicity of some players is gonna be crazy, especially because we have so many wonderful ways to express disrespect for the opponent,
Yeah,
and like 0 ways to express respect.
yeah.
The one we had, letting the intro play out at the end of a set to say "good games." Yeah, that doesn't work anymore because you can just skip the animation.
I love how you didn't believe me at the start. And
Well, the evidence was overwhelming at the end.
yeah,
Because everyone eats this shit anyway. So why not? You're gonna be playing at like 50% efficiency compared to what your character can do, right? At maximum efficiency. I can't stress enough how 90% of what's going to make you a great player in the end is your defensive foundation. And your character does that so well. So it's such a wasted and missed opportunity to become a brain rot Tekken 8 Lee that just simply plays Rushdown. And when I see these guys block my down for 2 as Kazuya, they haven't even practiced this. Maybe just do 1, 2, 4.
Yeah, so a few points there. The Lee has really good defense, slightly nerfed with the whole heat dash change, which again, really sad. Let's talk about it again. Because he has DF2, though, I even punish his while rising too with acid rain because it looks so goddamn identical. It pisses me off.
yeah, it does.
Sure, they do 1, 2. They don't understand spacing. It seems like they've even forgot about back 4. Don't even use it. Or you're down for 2, or 1+2 check. Counter hit check. And then what does my opponent do? Can threaten a flash punch.
Okay, this brain rot Lee I played, he used 1+2, and okay, it's not that he was completely brain rotted. He knew some stuff. He could react to what I was doing and adapt. But he was just playing a very simplified and very boringly. Like, every time he got a combo off, he always used heat burst to enter into heat. And sometimes he even instantly burned heat on a heat dash to add a little bit of damage when it was completely stupid. And just he was not using most of his toolkit. There was a sequence where he was using just while running 3-4, 1+2, and back 3-3. And, you know, sometimes he'd step in DF2, but goddamn, he always did a heat burst and a combo, and that's just absolutely retarded.
I mean, if it works, why not?
Well, it worked to begin with, but then I got lucky and got matched with him again, and I beat him in the second set. And, you know, it was still 2-1, but the two matches I beat him with were 3-0, I think. So, it was very easy to actually adapt to him. So you know, maybe you can catch someone off guard. And the only reason he beat me in the first set was because I didn't adapt quick enough. Even though I like I said, I'm like, I'm never gonna duck. I duck instantly and get hit.
And because you don't have deathmatch sets anymore, this kind of behavior is absolutely
yeah, you can't just kind
supported.
of cheese a win like this. And you know, maybe in a different world where Tekken 8 rankings don't have free ranks and have more ranks to go through, maybe it'd be good that you constantly have to get matched against different opponents. Because you can't just beat somebody or you can't rank up on somebody who's too stubborn to quit, and you can't rank up against somebody who just falls into a habit that you can eventually pick up on. And
but it doesn't matter because sooner or later, like if you do rank up against somebody who just won't quit, and you
I guess you
points,
rank back down.
Yeah, but here bullshit is absolutely encouraged because people don't have enough time to adapt to it.
Yeah, but on some level it's also a skill issue because but it also takes a lot of experience to figure out what kind of bullshit a character has and to be able to respond to it quick enough.
Well, yes,
but
and
you
that
can
requires.
You know, the thing is, and this was possible in Tekken 7 too. You know, you beat them on some bullshit in one match and then you just don't rematch. Especially if it was close and you're afraid they're gonna, you know, pick up on your bullshit and kill you.
Sure, but now it's programmed in.
It's kind of programmed in.
You can threaten this if you press. They seem to have forgotten all about that stuff. It seems like Tekken 7 Lee to them it's but dead and buried. Don't be that, Lee. That's my 50 cents on this topic. Don't be that, Lee. Remember what this character used to be, like Legacy Lee. Learn that, Lee, and then incorporate this on top of it. And you'll have a very, very dangerous package that is the A+ Lee, right? So, yeah. Don't be that guy. But I see way too many...
Yep, I actually do agree with that, because Lee is very strong in Tekken 8. Very all-around, but you do need... obviously not at lower levels, but at higher levels you do need to add some of that old Lee and use some of his new tools that are slightly changed. And you will get a strong character. I am not a Lee down player. Like, everybody else downplays their character. I've always said that Lee is very strong.
He is, but I don't agree with completely with MainMan here, because going that route is okay. I really love Tekken, and I really